Hey guys, Matt LIoyd here with another episode of Ask Matt LIoyd. So today's question comes from Larry from Australia, and he's asked me, Matt, where do you personally get your traffic from? This is a question I get all the time, especially from our Mob affiliates. They want to know, where am I getting my traffic from? So first of all, the main traffic source that I use is paid traffic. I've been doing this now since 2008. I've been doing online marketing since then. So it's coming up to what is that, about 6 years, something like that. My first 4 years, I was doing everything. I was doing, when I started, I was doing Google AdWords, which I wouldn't recommend if you're in the home business industry these days, but back then you could do it. I was doing a lot of solo ads. I was doing a lot of Facebook pay-per-click. I was doing a lot of banner ads. And I would always try things that other people weren't doing. So for example, I would, if I was on a website and I saw that some advertiser was advertising in a special way on that site, for example, they were using the hyperlinks and there were little pop-ups over the top of the hyperlinks, I would find out how they're doing that, and then I would go to their source, the actual medium, and I would try and do that as well. So I was always experimenting. A lot of what I did didn't work, and some of it did, and that's what I really need a lot of people to understand if they're going to get into this game. Most of what you're going to do when you go and start doing paid traffic and advertising, a lot of it's not going to work. And there's a really good expression I heard from Ryan Dice several years ago. He said, starve the ponies and feed the stallions. Okay, as far as doing paid traffic, you might have 10 different paid ads out there, and you might have 8 of them not making you any money, causing you losses. 2 of them are making you all of your money. So you're going to reinvest more money into those 2, and you're going to, what Ryan said, starve the ponies on those other 8. Okay, so that was what I was doing for the first few years. More recently, I started getting more into CPA marketing. So let me tell you about that. CPA stands for cost per action. Okay, cost per action. So basically, instead of going out there and buying clicks and hoping that those clicks turn into leads, which turn into buyers, which is how most people do it. What you can do is you can do it where you are paying someone else to go and do that. Okay, so they risk their money going and getting all the clicks, and you only pay them when they actually bring you the action that you are after. So in this case, I'm after a buyer. Okay, I'm after a customer. So let's say that we are promoting MTTB for $49. Okay, that's one of our main front end offers. What you can actually do is, if you can find the right people who can do this, and to be honest with you, it's very rare. I know about 3 different companies who can actually do it, and many promise that they can do it, but only 3 that I know actually do it. But if you can find them, they will go and actually promote. Okay, they will have their network of affiliates or however they do it. So they go and buy the clicks, and then you just buy the buyer. So in our case, if I'm buying an MTTB buyer, they will go and bring me a $49 customer. Okay, they will generate that in their affiliate account, and then working with them, we can actually move that buyer from their account into my main affiliate account that I myself use to promote Mob, and I have several of those accounts. So the positive thing about that is it's less risky. Okay, you might go and spend $400 on clicks and get nothing. You might get no buyers. On the other hand, you might get 3 or 4 buyers. Okay, it really depends on where you're getting your traffic from. But I like to bet on sure things. So if I can pay, say, a couple $100, or even for an MTTB buyer, $49 buyer, I'm willing to pay closer to $300 and up. Okay, because I know all of those back end numbers and the conversions on the back end. If I can do that instead and get that guaranteed result and go and say buy 100 buyers at a time, then I'll happily do that all day long. So the last probably $1.5 million that I've spent on traffic has come from buying actual buyer leads. Okay, and we spend pretty big. We spend routinely multiple 6 figures per month just buying buyer leads. Okay, now I then give it about 90 days before I start making any judgment on the ROI. With a sales funnel like Mob, it's going to take time, okay, because they have to be followed up with that particular system. They're going through all the steps, they're getting the phone calls and everything like that. So I will usually give it 90 days before I make any decision on what kind of ROI have we got or can we expect over the next continuing months from this. So that's what I do. If you are interested in knowing where I get these buyer leads from, find me on Facebook. I will happily tell you if you are a Mob affiliate. Okay, I'm not going to have no reason to hide that, but that's what I do these days. Now that's not really, that's probably not really, I hope that's answering your question. It's probably not really the specific answer that you wanted if you were looking for a particular source where I get solo ads or something like that. But I just find at the scale that I'm doing things these days, when I'm doing big media buys of $100,000 and upwards, I just like to have that sure thing. I like to know exactly how many buyers I'm getting. Okay, so hopefully that helps, and I will see you in another episode.